Alright, what's up guys? My name is Zach and today I'm driving a 2013 Dodge Durango SXT. Now up front is a 3.6 liter V6 and down below is a 5-speed automatic gearbox that sends the power to all four wheels. It is all-wheel drive and not four-wheel drive. Just in case you don't know, there is kind of a difference. Four-wheel drive means you can switch it. All-wheel drive means it's all wheels all the time. There's a little bit of dispute about that, but that's just what I go by. So this car actually belongs to my brother. He just picked it up about 3 days ago, and it is being turned into a demo car for his lighting company. So it'll be decked out in light bars and LED lights and sirens all around for a fire department demo vehicle. So I'm sure you'll see it later on the channel, but as of right now, it's in its totally stock form with about 47,000 miles on the clock. So let's talk about that 3.6 liter V6. Let's get a little audio of the 3.6 liter V6. It is 25 degrees, so not impressive, but not slow. The all-wheel drive, now granted, I haven't tested the all-wheel drive in any sort of inclement weather, but in terms of like launch that you guys just saw, it's not that impressive. It's not a GTR. So that V6 up front supposedly makes around 300-ish horsepower, which is a decent rating, but this is a full-size SUV. And by full size, this thing is giant. I mean, look at this. This thing is huge. And our family now, we have 5 cars. It's not the easiest thing to move around and park in the driveway. Durangos used to be a very small SUV. I would say they're almost the size of new CR-Vs. They never ever had third row seating. It's just one of these cars that has grown with the ages. If you guys look at Honda Civics, they've grown. They're now big 4-door sedans when Civics used to be these tiny buzz-around car. Now let's talk about the interior of the car. The interior is pretty standard Dodge. You get the big Dodge emblem on the steering wheel. It's a lot of red. I don't know why Dodge just likes to stick with red. I guess Ford's got blue and Chevy, no one knows what they're doing. It's very standard Dodge. I really like the gauges. I really like the red halos. I think they look really cool. This Durango came with the entertainment center in the middle where you can do Bluetooth, aux in. I believe they give you a free month of Sirius XM when you buy one, at least from a dealership, which can also be controlled by the steering wheel. The steering wheel has buttons, obviously for cruise control and whatnot, but it has volume up, volume down, answer phone calls, that sort of thing. So you can do that all from the wheel. And it does have volume adjustments on the back of the wheel as well, so that's pretty handy. Other than that, there is 3 rows of seating, and like I said earlier, the original Durango only had 2. So this is a full-size SUV. You can seat up to 6 in the Durango, which is really handy if you have a larger family, if you have a lot of friends. Unlike me, I only have 1 friend, so it doesn't matter. But if you have a lot of friends or family, you can pack them in the Durango pretty comfortably. The one thing that I did notice when getting into this is the driver's seat is a little bit harder than I expected. And by that I mean it's not as cushiony. And it's not like uncomfortable, it's not like sitting on a church pew, but it wasn't as comfortable as I thought. And that's also with the steering wheel. The steering wheel is very hard. It's not like terrible, but it definitely surprised me when I first got in. Other than that, on the interior, you get this kind of plasticky leather look around, which doesn't really matter. It's not real leather, but it's like a plastic. And this model does have cloth seats all around, which I like the cloth. It's a good look. I do have a little bit of a soft spot for Dodges just because my first car was a Dodge Ram. So, Dodge runs deep. I know that's Chevy's saying, but, or is that Ford? I don't know. One thing I do particularly like about the new Durango is how it looks. I think it's one of the best looking large SUVs that are made today. I don't know, it's just something about the headlights. They kind of remind me of the new Charger, which I think is really cool. And I personally just think that this car is a good looking SUV. As far as SUVs will go, I think it's pretty good looking. So why would you buy a 2013 Dodge Durango? Now, there are a lot of other cars that kind of fit into this class, and I'm really just thinking of the Suburban from Chevy and the Excursion from Ford. Sorry. And I think, first of all, to buy any car in this class, you kind of have to have a need for either a lot of storage space or a lot of family members or friends or, you know, whatever, that sort of thing. And I think what it boils down to is Dodge has really focused on building their brand as kind of a more aggressive brand. If you look at it, it has the red lights. Obviously, okay, this one is in red, so it just makes the front end look angry, but in black it looks angry, in white it looks angry. They've kind of built this around aggression almost. And I'm not saying aggressive people buy these cars, because my brother is one of the nicest people you will ever meet in the entire world. What I'm saying is, like, Dodge has always struck that nerve inside all of us of kind of wanting to be the bad boy. You know, like wanting to be that bad kid, even though, like I said, my brother who drives it's not a bad bone in his body, but it kind of pokes that nerve, like, ooh, like, maybe it's good to be bad. Ooh, kind of like that. I feel like it kind of evokes that sort of emotion. It's for a dad who, fortunately or unfortunately, has had 8 kids, you know, and he's got to take half of them to soccer practice. But that drive home, that's for him. That's his drive home. This is his Durango. You don't mess with his Durango. Sure, yeah, his kids basically walk all over him. But you know what? This is his. All right? You just look at those headlights and go, "Ugh!" You know? It's just, it strikes that little nerve inside of you, like, it's good to be bad. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to rate the video, comment on the video, subscribe if you really liked it. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns about the 2013 Dodge Durango SXT, please leave it in the comment section down below. I'm sure you guys will see this car on the channel again very, very soon. Take care, guys.
There goes a sight from my soul.